Module 25, Plaster of Paris Carving. Eminent artist and painter Georges Barak has rightly said, the starting point of a picture for any painter is a matter of colors and form. I believe that the poetry of art, if that is what one may call it, is a matter of animating these forms and colors. In this module, we will learn about making the POP or plaster of Paris, carved mural, and study the process in detail right from making of a squarish box made of box board to the making of a POP 1.5 inches thick tile and the technique of carving using different carving tools to create a fabulous relief mural. First of all, I take a white boxboard sheet and make the size of the box with the help of a steel foot ruler and pencil. Then I use a paper cutter to cut on the lines and make a square piece of boxboard about 12 inches by 12 inches in size. Now I measure the thickness of the strips to be cut and mark the size on the boxboard sheet. All four strips should be equal in length and width. According to legendary Italian painter Leonardo da Vinci, the painter has the universe in his mind and hands. Size should be carefully marked before cutting these strips. According to eminent poet and philosopher Henry David Thoreau, this world is but a canvas to our imagination. Always place the steel foot ruler on the lines before cutting, as I have to move the paper cutter on the line 2 or 3 times, as the boxboard is quite thick and cannot be cut in single cutting movement. Hold the steel foot ruler firmly with the left hand and move the paper cutter with the right hand, putting pressure with your first finger on the blade. This way I have cut 4 equal sized strips which will be used for making the sides of the box. Now Fevicol is applied on the edges of the strips and the same are placed on the side of the square made of boxboard. To reinforce the strip, I use packing tape on the joint to make it stand. No space should be seen where the joint is made. According to Canadian journalist, author, and speaker Malcolm Gladwell, the visionary starts with a clean sheet of paper and reimagines the world. Similarly, I apply Fevicol on the second strip and fix on the square. The packing tape supports the corners of the strips. All four sides are to be pasted in a similar manner to create a box. All four sides are intact and in right position with the help of packing tape. An eminent British author and speaker, Ken Robinson, said, "Creativity is putting your imagination to work, and it's produced the most extraordinary results in human culture." It should be seen that the corner joints are not loose and there is no gap. Extra tape, if any, should be cut neatly. According to eminent British playwright, novelist, and story writer W. Somerset Maugham, imagination grows by exercise and, contrary to common belief, is more powerful in the mature than in the young. Then I press the box gently with my hands to level the base and sides of the box. After the box is dry, I pour in already mixed paste of POP and water. The paste of POP and water should not be too hard or too diluted. The amount of water should be judged by you while you mix the paste, which is to be poured into the box, as if the paste has lots of water, it will be difficult to create a solid tile, and if it is too dry with less water, it will be difficult to pour it into the box evenly and will get dry soon. I empty the container having sufficient amount of POP and water mixture in the box and spread it evenly using a small stick. All corners should be evenly covered. I put more POP mixture to make the tile thicker till the top of the mixture touches the top edges of the box. Gently spread the mixture so that the top level is even and without any air bubbles or holes. Keep spreading and taping the mixture with this small stick, scraping it to make a perfect POP tile which has an even and a smooth thickness. Keep on observing and putting more material into the empty areas. An eminent Dutch artist, Piet Mondrian, has rightly said, "The only problem in art is to achieve a balance between subjective and objective." This process should be handled with care and patience as we have to make a perfect POP tile which has an even and smooth thickness. Fill the gaps or any depressed areas. This is the first step for making a carved POP mural. According to eminent American realist painter and printmaker Edward Hopper, no amount of skillful imagination can replace the essential element of imagination. The side strips of the boxboard are easy to move as these absorb moisture from the POP tile. I remove the base of box made of boxboard also. The POP tile should be free from all tape or paper. Now I use the steel foot ruler and blade to scrape the extra material on the top of the tile to make it smooth. Extra POP on the side should be scrapped and all signs of boxboard material should be removed. Keep scraping the tile with the help of a blade for a fine surface. I remove all the material from the table and place the POP tile on it when it is nearly dry. The POP tile should contain some amount of moisture as then the carving will be easy. Carving a hard, completed dry POP surface is difficult. I make the freehand sketch using the pencil on the surface of POP tile in order to make a bold yet interesting relief mural design. Beginners should use simple design as complicated designs are difficult to carve and sometimes create confusion in the composition. I observe the lines and keep on adding interesting shapes and plan in my mind as to which part of the design has to be carved and which part is to be kept raised. I take a blade of paper cutter and start cutting on the lines. I use an iron rasp file to carve out the area and then make deeper cuts with the iron screwdriver, gently removing the material holding the POP tile with my left hand. This way, depth is created and some areas are depressed. According to eminent American naturalist, author, and philosopher John Muir, the power of imagination makes us infinite. Gently tap the handle of the iron screwdriver to push it through the material, and continuous scratching and scraping to create raised forms. Keep on removing the dust from the carved areas using a paper cutter. Don't cut too deep, as this way the POP tile will break. Use different angles of the paper cutter to cut out into the material. Carved out spaces should be gently smoothed. Actually, in order to get better result in carving, the tip of the cutter should be held with first finger and the thumb and pressed gently for desired effect. Carving is an interesting artistic experience as the final result are pleasing to the eye. I smoothen the surface with my fingers also. Small portions should be cut with precision, making care that these are not distorted and the composition is spoiled. Cut on the line first and then remove the extra POP. Carving the details is a tedious job, should be handled with care and patience. I also use a small piece of sandpaper to give fine shapes to the forms. Rubbing the shapes gently, sometimes the POP tile is held with hand and carving is done from the sides. Continuous sandpapering adds smoothness and elegance. According to eminent American author Napoleon Hill, first comes thought, then organization of that thought into ideas and plans, then transformation of those plans into reality. The beginning, as you will observe, is in your imagination. According to renowned American author and scholar Phil Cousinho, inspiration comes and goes, creativity is the result of patience. Now I cut the other areas right on the lines using a sharp paper cutter or blade, and channel like grooves are created. I, with the tip of the sharp paper cutter, quickly remove the extra POP to make a depression. Some cuts are made for removing the material from the shape. A legendary Italian painter, Leonardo da Vinci, has rightly said, painting is poetry that is seen rather than felt, and poetry is painting that is felt rather than seen. Different carving tools should be used for different shapes as per the requirement and size of the motif. A combination of scraping and cutting goes on to create a relief work design on the POP tile. Slowly and slowly, the mural design starts emerging. According to renowned Polish sculptor and fiber artist Magdalena Abeknovis, art will remain the most astonishing activity of mankind born out of struggle between wisdom and madness, between dream and reality in our mind. Curves are fine tuned and irregular destroyed material is removed. In such carving exercise, patience and skill are very essential. According to renowned Canadian writer and founder of Creativity at Work, Linda Nyman, art provides an opportunity for kaleidoscopic thinking. Each time we shift the lens of our perceptions, we gain perspectives and new opportunities for innovation. A carving design attempts in a hurry will be unless exercise as there will be no artistic merit in it. Intricate shapes add charm to the whole composition. I keep on observing and using my artistic sense to carve out a certain shape. Small cuts are made first and then the material is carved out with ease. Each shape should get due attention because then only the cohesive composition will be fascinating. Overpressure should not be applied on the blade as it destroys the shapes being carved. According to renowned Canadian writer and founder of Creativity at Art, Linda Nyman, art making has an alchemical effect on the imagination. It awakens the senses and sharpens insights, teaching us to think in symbols, metaphors, and to decode complexity so we can perceive the world in new ways. The tip of the screwdriver is capable to removing POP from the very small areas, and it also flattens the surfaces while retaining their shapes. An artist should practice carving with these tools by practicing on small shapes before attempting a mural design. According to eminent Swiss architect, painter, and artist Max Bill, I endeavor to make a picture, for instance, exert a positive influence on the observer by its coloring, mood, and compositional idea, encouraging, say, activation, tranquilization, concentration, or harmony. Now we have different depths and layers of terraces type shapes in this mural. After carving, sandpaper is rubbed on all the shapes to make them smooth. All nooks, corners, and grooves should be properly sandpapered.